everyone, my name is Zuher and you are watching Multicultural Civic Platform. Transportation, shortage of schools and the lack of technologies available for kids at school. There are three issues the MLA candidates for St. Vital, Saima Aziz, is focusing on in her election campaign. Saima believes that all of us together can make Winnipeg's economy stronger, taxes lower, and social services available to anyone. Today, we will learn more about issues faced by St. Vital residents and how the MLA candidate is planning to overcome challenges and support the community of St. Vital. So let's start with why do we need PC in Winnipeg?
Okay, Zuher, I think you have started with a very nice question that why we need PC in Winnipeg. Actually, you know that large number of immigrants are living here in Manitoba, especially in Winnipeg. So the question arises that why we are here, why most immigrants are here. We are here because of the better economy. We are here because of the better governance. We are here because of the better laws and orders. Right, so I believe that PC is best option and PC is doing very well for the economy and laws and orders. Their finance minister have announced the budget in March 2023 and they have focused very well on different issues which we are facing in Manitoba. They have discussed the safer streets, how we can make our streets safer. They have invested in our healing system, in healthcare, which is the major issue. They have invested in the schools. This is another major issue. And there are too many other things. So in the budget, you can say that they are historically helping the Manitobans. So one by one, we will discuss all these things, how they are going to make our streets safer. The first thing is, they have invested, if you have listened the budget or if you know the budget, they have invested $51.8 million for the violent crime strategy. They have invested $51 million for the homeless strategy, 1,000 more new beds for the addiction treatment spaces they are going to create. They are supporting the communities. They are supporting the downtown police officers. They have invested approximately, I think, 1.5 million for the youth mental services. So this is the good move for the PC party. That is why I think the PC should be here in Winnipeg. Now, if we compare these things with the NDP, what is their plan is, according to the Winnipeg Free Press, the news was on November the 1st, 2022. They said that their plan is to provide free heroin, hard drugs for the criminals, and they will provide the free or safe consumption sites for the criminals. And another news was, according to CBC, the news one on June 23rd, 2020, one of their MLA said that their plan is to defund the police and they are opposing the strictly bail reforms. So what do you think, if they will provide free heroin, if they are going to defunding the police, right, will Manitoba be a livable place? People will come here to live? Companies will come here to invest? No way, right? So you can take the example, their government is in Vancouver. What they are doing there? There is no perfection in Vancouver as well. Their government is not doing very well. So everyone, I think this is my opinion, that everyone should have to come forward and stop NDP to make the next government. Here I will give you one more example that I think couple of years ago there was issue, if you remember, Bill 64. So PC party is a sensible party, right? They listen to the people, what are their needs, what are their requirements. When they realize that people are not happy with the Bill 64 or the school board trustees are not happy, they took it back. On the other hand, NDP, they increased their PST from 7% to 8% when their government was here before, I think, 2016. People were not happy. What they did? Nothing. They didn't listen people. They just try to show that they are helping the poor, but actually they do not. Right? They charge too many taxes from the people. At that time, their income tax bracket was 8,000. Now this credit goes to PC that they have brought from 8,000 to 15,000. Means now people do not have to pay income taxes on the first 15,000 if they are making, right? So, and this tax bracket will increase next year. So, means we are living in 2023. We are not living in the dark ages. We have to think sensibly which party is good and what is the plan of NDP, what is the plan of other parties and PC, then we have to make a comparison. Right? So, NDP are saying that they will increase the PST. What they will do, they will increase the taxes, right? They do reckless spending. They just borrow money from the banks and spend. So what will happen at the end, the interest rate will be high, people will lose their homes, and really I do not want to see that people will lose their homes and because of the inflation and whatever the interest rate is high or the mortgage is high. We are just means come out from the COVID, and during COVID, you know that economy suffered a lot. Goods and services prices are high, construction industry suffered a lot. So that is why I have made mind not to sit back, but to come forward, join PC, and I am trying my best to help PC to make the next government.
Saima, when I'm making a research before you are coming to our studio, your slogan, Fight for Sant Vital, it's a very good slogan, and that guides me to ask you about, like, what is the most common complaint from Sant Vital resident?
Okay, first of all, I want to clear here itself because this is the metaphor, right? Fighting for Saint Vital or fighting for anything, this is the metaphor, not the literal, because some people also ask me this question.
Okay.
So anyway, because I have already started my door knocking, so people have different issues, and I am means listening their issues. I am also let them know that I will definitely let your feedback to the party, and I will try my best if I will be elected to solve your problem. I will be your strong voice like this. But they are talking about two main things. One is the education, and other is the health problem. Right, so one by one we will discuss both this, what PC party is doing and what are the challenges people are facing. So in the budget, again I will go to the budget, that in the budget PC party has invested $7.9 billion in the healthcare, which is 9.2% increase if we compare to the last year budget, and this is the historical increase. Right, so they are trying their best to reduce the diagnostic and the surgical and the whatever is the backlog there, and they are retaining and attracting 2,000 more health professionals in Manitoba. They are providing the insulin pump, which is approved by the FDA. They are providing the glucose monitoring devices for diabetic patients for type 1 and type 2. They are providing a new hearing aid to the seniors, right? So they are trying their best in the healthcare system. NDP says that they have closed 3 ERs, right? It is easy to criticize, but if we compare their era with the, because I think they did their government here 17 years, and it is a long time. Their waiting time was worst in the Canada when NDP government was here, right? They are saying we have closed 3. There was no pandemic. There was no shortage of nurses. NDP had closed 16 ERs in the rural area. So question is why, right? It is easy to criticize. It is the false propaganda by the NDP and the left-wing media. Right, so they are trying their best. They are going to recruiting nurses and everything. But you know, there is no perfection. One of my friend recently came, I think last week from Montreal. So she said she had some emergency. She went there and she spent 12 hours in the emergency room. So not only in Manitoba, in all around the Canada, the NDP government is in Vancouver. So it's still, if you can go and ask and check, the waiting time is too long.
Yeah.
Right?
So if we need to talk more about the health system in Winnipeg, and as you mentioned, it's similar to all Canada. So from your opinion, how we can make it better, our health system? How can we improve it?
We can increase the number of students in the medical field, And I think the government has also announced they are going to doubling the number of professionals, because when from the other countries the health professionals are coming, they should give training right away, because it's a long process, right, to enter into the system. So they should make a system a little bit lenient for them, because they are already health professionals. They are doctors, nurses, and whatever coming here, right? So this is my opinion, and they are trying their best. They are on the right move. PC party is on the right move to make healthcare system better. And now for the other issue, as I mentioned, the education. In education, again, they have invested. They are going to open 23 new schools in Manitoba, all around Manitoba. They have invested $100 million operating increase, which is against the astronomical funding hike for the public school. They are going to make 7,000 new childcare spaces, right? They are investing, I think, the figure, if I am not wrong, 17 million for the special needs students. They are going to doubling the funding of the nutrition program. They are going to open $10 child per day means childcare. They have increased the early childcare educator's salary as well. So on the education side, if you compare, they are doing a lot. So I am happy with the PC party.
Sure. And now, in your campaign, you mentioned that there is a way to reduce taxes. How do you see this happening? Like, how we can make the taxes lower?
You know that it is a term in economics that if you want to generate the more revenue, increase the pie size, right? It is not the solution that we can make our PST or taxes from 7% to 10% or 9%, whatever. Means decrease the taxes and increase the pie size. When the people will see from the other provinces that their taxes are low, definitely they will come here and invest in Manitoba. And when they invest, our revenue will increase.
Another point, Saima, I want to ask you, how can you improve the current unemployment issue here in Winnipeg, and how do we make sure all immigrants have permanent employment?
Okay, I think there should be some institutions from where they can go and get training. Suppose if they are an accountant from back home, if they are teachers from back home, there should be some institution directly. They should go there and they will guide them properly how to go ahead. So training and education, I think.
So I have a question. It's like it's not written in my question, but I would like to ask you, because many of people from my Muslim community, they struggle with their a hijab and the way how they dress to fit in with any options with employment. And the Islamophobia, it's increased lately. So as a Muslim woman, how you can advise the Muslim community to improve themselves here in Winnipeg?
Yeah, this is a good question. Large number of immigrants are living here. They belong to different cultures. They belong to different backgrounds. So people normally have a thinking that PC party do not support immigrants, especially the Muslims, right? So I am an example in front of everyone. I am the first Muslim immigrant female and hijabi lady who is nominated by the PC party. If I am elected, definitely it will help to reduce the Islamophobia as well, right? So I think that if you have a good qualities, if you have a leadership qualities, if you have a education, then I do not think so that hijab is a problem for you.
Wonderful. So my final question, what is your vision and that you're working on?
Actually, inclusion, a stronger economy, and my dream is that I want to see Manitoba a Silicon Valley of Manitoba. For this, we have to reduce taxes, we have to go for the quality education and the stronger economy. And I think PC party already know these objectives. They are doing very well on these objectives. So hopefully at the end we will have a stronger economy.
Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. I wish you all the best, and we wish you and your area, Sant Vital, to be like more subtle and confident for its resident. We reached the end of our episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe, and wait for a new episode from Civic Platform.